So what hopefully I can do, right click to increase. Oh, priority. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, back on all the mods too, and we have made some progress in here. Oh look, I missed some things. Let's go to my refined storage setup, and I actually, the last couple of videos actually haven't gone live yet, and it's kind of interesting because somebody told me that this mod wasn't in the pack. I was like, yes it is. But anyway, it doesn't matter too much. Now, I have bred up a bunch of trees. We now have the... Oh, desert acacia is what I already had, but I got all the way to balsa wood. If you remember, which you might not, I was trying to get to mahoa wood because it's a blue wood. It's really, it's kind of like a little bit of a desaturated blue, which is really cool because it'll go really well with white, and I want to use a lot of marble in the builds. It's been a while since I've done any kind of marble-like build, so I really want to get into that. I think it'll turn out pretty well. Why do we have two? Oh, fireproof. That's right. You can make these guys fireproof by breeding trees, which is really cool. Anyway, so I wanted to go over today a few of the power options that are in the pack. And that's because I have progressed a little further into here, and we need to get some better power setup. I have the one I believe that I'm going to do, but I wanted to talk a little bit about survival and kind of the power options for the pack. Number one, survival. There's a mod in here that makes it so the nutrition value of foods goes down. I wanted to show you my trick for getting around that in a somewhat decent way. Now you notice here I have 3 different foods. Each of these foods is different. Obviously, there's some better. I can replace like the baked potato or the carrots with steak, and then you could also get sheep and get lamb chops, which is why I have 3 things that I prefer to have, and then I have a bunch of berries. What you do is you go around with some shears and you get a whole bunch of bushes. Now I have a 5x5 grid, which is 25 bushes. Bushes give berries, and now I'm at the point where I actually gain berries. I gain them even after I eat them and everything, and we're good to go. Unless I go through a really hungry spell where I'm fighting a lot of people, I take a lot of hearts of damage or whatever like that, then we have certain problems with it, but it works out. It works out. As long as I don't get into too many fights, we'll be okay. But basically what you do is you eat the potato, then you eat the carrot, then you eat the pork chop, and then the next 3 times you eat a berry. Okay? And what this does is it kind of resets one of these guys, so then you can eat the baked potato again, which will then unlock the carrot, and then you can eat that, and then it'll unlock the cooked pork chop, and then it'll, and then the berries will still be a little bit lower or whatever. You can just kind of eat them. Basically, you just use them as a means to get past the 6 food requirement, which is what it is. You notice down here, it says eaten once out of the last 6 foods. So if you eat 6 times, this will be refreshed. 6 times without it, it'll be refreshed, which is what you're looking for, and that's why I don't know, it just works out. It's really cool. Anyway, so I guess you would need 4 berries because it's 7 total. If anybody followed that, hopefully you did. Anyway, that's just kind of how I survive the food issue, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And I also eat coconuts every now and then too to help mitigate the whole berry thing that you see. I keep getting berries. We're good. We're good to go. Now, as far as this setup over here, all I have are 5 1Ks. That's it. I don't have a huge amount of storage. I am running out of room, and we definitely need to get a 64. I want to go ahead and just get 3 64Ks into this guy, and then that way we'll be good, but it'll take a while. I don't have the resources. I haven't gone mining a bunch, but I have crafted this guy, which this guy is really cool. Check this out. Oh, lag spike. Okay, let's check that out again. Boop, there we go. So now, I think, was that too loud for you? I feel like it might be too loud because I recently turned up my system sounds, and I'm not sure. If it is, I will review this clip when I go into the next one, and we'll check it out. But anyway, so yes, I have the drill, which helped me clear out the area way over here, which we're going to be messing with a little bit today. Now, power options. What do we have in the pack that can give us power? Number 1, you have environmental tech. Environmental tech has a few of them. Environmental tech has a lightning rod, which the lightning rod is a multi-block generator that generates energy from lightning strikes during thunderstorms. tip of the lightning rod must see sky. It does not say anything about the throwable lightning, which we don't have. I thought we had, is that not what it's called? Lightning? Yeah, here we go, this stuff. Oh, ball lightning. You can make these, you get 4 of them with 1 nether quartz, 1 ender pearl, and 1 ghast tear. This is one option. Maybe. It might have to be during a thunderstorm. But it might work. It might only say the thunderstorm bit because that's when lightning normally strikes. But I'm thinking the ball lightning might actually work. Number 2, you have, in environmental tech, you also have the solar arrays, which are multi-block structures that are a little difficult to get, but it's not too incredibly complicated. Even the tier 1 gives 720 RF a tick. Now, mind you, this is only during the day. Only during the day will you gain this energy. You will run out at night. So you have to be mindful of that. 4,000 for tier 2. Like, these things are really, really powerful. All right, but they are also pretty expensive. Now, other than that, you also have other generators in the pack, such as the symbol generators, the furnace, the ender, the culinary, the lava, the blah, 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 blah. All of these generators are in the pack, as well as the same equivalent ones for extra utilities. They all work. You can use pretty much any setup with these guys, but one in my mind that is very, very handy that extra utilities doesn't have is the lava generator. So you can go in there, you use a... Okay, you have lava generator. There is a ranged pump. And you just type in pump and you'll find it. But it's from ranged pumps, right? You can pump lava out, put it into the generator, have the generator give you energy into a power cell that we do also have from RF tools, and then you have wireless power, basically. And you can go through and do that. And then you have basically all the other generators. And then you have the one that I want to mess with today, which is something my buddy told me about. Canola. Canola is an option for us, okay? We can do... You're trying to get to me, aren't you? You have like a super bounce, don't you? Yep, you have your super bounce. Now. Ow, that hurts. Oh, you little punk. Die. Die. Die, die, die. I'm not waiting. Die. There we go. I'm not waiting when I should wait. Come on, you guys. There we go. Both of you died. Thank you. Thank you for dying. I appreciate it. Yes, you can power things via canola. And the first thing we need to do is go ahead and get some farming blocks. Now, there's also something very, very awesome in Cyclic called the Harvester. This guy is ridiculously awesome. Let's see, do we have this? You can just use a piece of string, which is really good. We're going to go ahead and get 2 of them. Just because I only want 1, actually, for now. For now, I only want 1. Okay, let's do that. And then we'll put you away. I don't know where I got coal dust from. We're going to put you away and you away. Now that I know I have an angel block. We're going to be messing with that in the next episode, I think. The angel block's going to help us out with something. Now, this guy, from what I am told, is free. It does not require power. So what I want to do, we're going to put this guy down. 15 by 15 preview. There's our preview of the 15 by 15. Which is really neat, actually. It just disappears. Oh, that's nifty. 15 by 15, 1 by 1, 3 by 3, 5 by 5, 7 by 7, 9 by 9, 11, 13, 15. Always on. We're not going to let that go anymore because we don't have anything currently here. Now, 15 by 15 of the area, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. But there's something else I wanted to look into in the future. Not yet. We don't need it yet. Let me go ahead. We're going to get some diggy dig in here. 15 by 15. Let me do, we're going to surround this. We're going to surround this guy in like cobble or something. Maybe we could do marble. We have a bunch of marble, don't we? We can make it look pretty. Let's make it look pretty. Let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set this guy up a little bit so that way we can actually demonstrate it. We can show you what it looks like. Bloop. I can show you exactly what it looks like. I guess this is the 15, or is this the border? This has got to be part of the 15. This is everything that it affects. Yeah, it's got to. It's got to. So right here is a corner. Give me this guy. Bloop. So far, that is all the canola that I have. But we will slowly increase. And what's basically happening is what we have here. Okay, we have an item magnet from Cyclic, which is just a plate that is intended, it's designed, and it says so in the documentation, that it's designed to be placed on top of a hopper, which is what we've done because it is the cheapest solution, and we currently don't have any automated resource gathering. No quarries, no resource crops, no nothing, okay? We're still working on power generation, which we probably should have some kind of resources for, but at the moment we don't. So we just have that. We have the item magnet plate thing on top of a hopper going into a chest. Then we go down below. Okay. Here's that chest right here, which I can't quite get to at the moment. I guess I can go ahead and break this. As soon as I break enough of these blocks, I can anyway. I could probably do it now, but whatever. Give me other blocks. There we go. Which we have into here now. Okay, so the items are basically pulled every like 100 milliseconds or something. I don't remember how often. One of these guys is going to break soonish. Yeah, there's actually an item floating there, I think. No, there isn't. There is not, actually. Come on, break the block so we can actually show the people what's going to happen. I don't know, whatever. It just basically, it does a one pulse pull every like few milliseconds or whatever. And the reason for that is because item magnets can be very laggy. And this actually, Cyclic is doing that because items don't despawn, you know, for 5 minutes. There we go, watch. Yoink! It's a little bit closer. So it takes them 5 minutes to despawn, and then the items are pulled in. And once they're pulled close enough, they go into the chest. Now what we're doing now is we're trying to send all of the canola oil into this guy, and I don't know how to do just the canola oil. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work exactly. Because I need only the canola, I say canola oil, only the canola to go into there. Now, what we have here are item laser relays. What we can do is right click, right click, right click, right click, just like that. So now all three of them are connected. And what's going to happen is if I think I can go with a compass, right? Yeah. So the compass is how you modify, but I can set this guy to be in and out, I guess. I'm not sure. I want it to come out of this guy and into the other guy. But laser relays don't work just by placing them onto here. You have to have the item interface. And basically what it says in the manual is that once it's placed on the chest, it says, hey, I know about every single slot in this chest now, and I know what's there. I know what can go there. And the same with this guy right here, the canola generator thing, which I can't quite get to because of the thing. If we go up and then all the way over and then, nope. Ah, there we go. So, and I know everything that can go into here, which I think is only canola, so we should be okay. And hopefully this stuff will actually start to go into there automatically. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but well, I know how it works. I know how it works in theory. I've never actually done it, so I don't know, you know, what it looks like when it's working, basically, is what I'm saying. But when the item laser relays are attached to a chest or a machine, they know about the slots inside those things. So it knows that this is a chest. It knows how many slots are there. It knows what's in the slots. And the same there. It knows it has one slot and knows what can go there. This guy is what allows it to actually pull into it. So this guy has to be one of them. I don't know if we need one relay per or interface per. I need to go sleep, of course, because it's, you know, nighttime and everything. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I'm really worried about these trees. This is the last breeding thing that we have to do, and not one of these trees has done a leaf yet. Not one. We've been through like 7 or 8 cycles. I wonder if these trees are not breedable. That would be really unfortunate because that means I have to go backwards a step, and I'm not into doing that. I don't want to do that because that means I need to go and get another balsa thing and actually treealize it in order to tell if it's actually breedable or not. I'm not sure. But in any case, it doesn't matter. Right now, that's not what we're working on. So, oh, would you fly, man? I said to fly. All right, I should have grabbed my compass, but I didn't. Let's go get my compass. Okay. Comp. Thank you. Thank you for being a compass. And go. There we go. Okay. So what hopefully I can do, right click to increase. Oh, priority. Shift right click. So I can't, there's no like in or out. Priority. Your priority 1. Your priority none. No, none. So can I, okay, come on. So if I go into here and somehow get into the thing along the edge here, there we go. Go into there. You're not gaining power. You need power? I didn't know you needed power. I should have guessed that you needed power. How are we, you're the canola press. I need the oil generator. Oil generator? Is it you? I guess. Is there an oil generator that is for actually additions? I think there is, to be honest. Okay, so I did review the footage and apparently that was way too loud. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I show you that I crank it way down. I don't know why that was too loud. I really don't. I guess hopefully the last few episodes didn't really have huge audio changes for you. I know I turned up my system audio on my computer. I guess that actually increases it in the game as well. I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, so of course it's getting nighttime. So we have this here, and I have these guys here, which I'm going to explain here in a second, because it's not quite dark enough to sleep yet, but it might be now, so that way I can go ahead and do. It is night. Look, the sun is. It's already past the horizon. Go to sleep. I still don't understand why we can't sleep when we want to. It really doesn't make sense. There's people that sleep during the day. Some of you guys sleep during the day. I know you do. Sheesh. Stupid game. Anyway, so this guy right here is now going strong. We're doing everything we got to do. And, okay. So let me show you what I've done, because I made a few changes, and the last cut was like, I don't know what's going on. So the item interface is the block that you have to interact with through other means. What I mean is, in this situation, the hopper has to go into the item interface. Okay, the item interface will then send it via item relay to wherever it needs to go. In this case, we have a priority of 1 in this guy and a priority of 3 in this guy. If we go back to our compass, I can show you that. This guy's a priority 3. This guy's a priority 1. Now, I don't know if this is actually working exactly as I want it to, but I know it's close. We are getting seeds, and this guy is indeed getting canola. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to send the canola oil after it's cooked into a fermenting barrel to turn it into regular oil that will then go into an oil generator right here. And all of these things, first of all, fermenting barrel, which I just had. This guy here is not very difficult. Just a few logs, one of the wood casings that we actually got from a house in the village, a piece of canola, and an inori crystal, which is very simple to get. Just a piece of iron in there and 80 crystal flux or whatever the crap it's called. And you're good to go there. Then the oil generator. The oil generator, I said, is right up here. Is not too incredibly difficult to get. Just a bunch of cobblestone, some of the iron casings, which are pretty cheap, and another piece of canola. So what I need to do now, my worry is that the stuff going from here will, instead of going into the fermenting barrel, it will instead go into the oil generator, which will start generating me some power and stuff. But that's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I want it to do. I want only the stuff from here. So I'm leaving it empty right now, and I'm hoping after that I can hook up another, which I don't have on me, but another fluid laser relay onto this guy, and hopefully the stuff from the fermenting barrel will go into here rather than the regular stuff. And we'll have to see how exactly that works. Maybe there's a way to set a priority on these guys too, but it doesn't look like there is. I don't see any other way to do it except maybe to disconnect this guy temporarily and then have this guy to set to only extract, this guy to only insert. That way it'll get the right oil, and then we can put this guy back, and everybody will be kind of primed. It'll have a little bit of it in there, so then after that, the only thing that can actually go into this guy would be the regular oil. But we'll see if we can actually get it to work the other way first. What I need to do is actually kickstart this guy, though. I need you to go ahead and start processing. So boom, there that goes. And now you are indeed processing into oil and stuff. That's what I like to see. Okay, are you generating oil? Oh, yeah, wow, you certainly are. Are you going into here? It looks like you, yeah, where are you going? Are you trying to go into here? I feel like you're trying to go into here. Okay, let's go ahead and add on the other relay to see exactly what happens with this. Hopefully the regular oil, bloop. Give me, thank you. That, by the way, is how you get a fluid relay thing. Bloop, like this, and then like this. Are you gonna get the right thing? Oil, yes, it did it, it did it, it did it, totally did it. Okay, so basically, I guess this guy was holding the oil. It couldn't send it anywhere. It couldn't go back into here. It was waiting for something. It was waiting for something to go somewhere. Wow! Did you charge up really quick? Look at that, 50,000 crystal flux already. Jeez, man! All right, so now what we should be able to do is go ahead and do this, and then link and link. Now this guy should be powering it, and you can go away, and this should now sustain it just fine. We should be good to go, I believe. We should now have excess power in there going on for that stuff, and we can put this guy back over here. I think. Then what I need to do very quickly is actually get a power cell hooked up over here as well. Here's the oil pumping in. 80 CF a tick for 120 ticks, I think. I think that's what it said. Yeah, and it's not doing anything now because it doesn't need it. It doesn't need to process because it doesn't have anything to process. So that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. We currently don't really have a whole lot of canola, but eventually this guy's going to be completely filled. That whole plot will be filled, and we're going to be good to go on that stuff. Let's go ahead and throw some of this stuff away. Give me one piece of dirt. Go ahead and put you guys in here. Go ahead and put my coal back in this guy so it can generate stuff and do what it does. You can go away. You guys can go away. The dirt. Oh, I already had some dirt. Shh. Don't tell anybody. I already had some dirt. One piece. Okay. Nope. Drill can go away. I think we're doing pretty good. Oh, the books can go away as well. Okay. Pretty good. So now it's basically completely automated setup right here. Everything is automated. And it looks pretty cool too. I don't really mind the lasers. The lasers are one of the only ways to transfer things in this pack. But they're pretty cool. They really are. I don't really have any problems with these. Even though there is a little bit of power loss with the energy, these guys are a little bit finicky and difficult. Not the fluid ones, actually. The item ones are a little finicky and hard to understand sometimes. But they're okay. They're really not that bad. I kind of like them, and they look pretty cool. So here's where we're at now. I realized something. That this guy right in the middle was actually fully populated. It was filled. So I made 3 of the generators. I don't know if that was a good thing because I don't know if we can keep up with all of them. Right now we can't, obviously, but there's still a large amount of this that can be filled. And we're not quite there yet. By the time the next episode rolls around, I really want to have this done. I can't guarantee it will be because I'm thinking I might record it right after this. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see exactly what I get to. We're starting to get seeds faster and faster, obviously, because we have more and more crops. But everything's going pretty well right now. I mean, we are gaining energy. We're not gaining it too fast. But as you can see there, it is indeed going up, which is very, very good. We only have 2 of these guys so far. We'll probably end up getting more. We do have a lot of the Guardians actually spawning right out here in the open, so I can manually kill them to get a bunch of the, maybe not a bunch, but some of the prismarine that we need in order to make that work. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing okay. We now have automatic power. We no longer have to use our coal, which I'm super happy about. So now when I go mining, I can actually keep my coal for other uses and other purposes. Now, In the next episode, we're going to be doing something a little bit different because there's one thing that I really, really need. Because every recipe that I look at seems to require them. Those are ender pearls. We're going to see about getting some of those. But if you like this video, hit the like button and thank you for watching. And subscribe to see more. Thank you for watching. Do what you do, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, peeps.